How to invite team members or collaborators to your Wix website. Hey everyone and welcome, we hope you're all doing great. In this video I'll show you step by step how to do so. Also how to give them roles and permissions. Now this is going to be a very important video and you will need to take good care with it, because at the same time, even though you can feel free to add them, maybe you can give them ownership by mistake and they could really damage your site. So you will need to be very careful with the information about to give you. So first you will need to go to Wix.com and select the site you want to give or invite people to. Now, for example, I picked this site. That doesn't mean that they have access to the other site that I have. It's only the site that I pick. So just go and pick the actual site you want to give them access to. So let's say we just want to use this test site that I have. Go in and click on select site, and you simply just want to open up this main dashboard for your site. Now, once you have the main dashboard of your site, you should be able to start inviting them. Now, I just need to note that first two things, it's not Wix Studio, it's actually the default Wix. That's one. Number two is that you are going to be able to add people, or the number of people you are going to be able to add depends on the plan that you have on Wix. For the free plan, which I have right now, you should be able to add up to 5 people. So if you want to upgrade that, you can feel free to do so using the plans of Wix. So let's say we just want to start by adding someone to our site and give them, for example, designer roles. In that case, we simply just want to scroll down from the main dashboard and go to settings. Once you click on settings, we simply just want to scroll down until you find general settings. So it's going to be this one right here. And you should be able to see roles and permissions. So once you actually see this, go ahead and click on that. But if you don't find it from here, Wix does, quite often change the different settings and stuff like that. So make sure you just go to the search over here and just search up roles and permissions. You should be able to find it, or even at the top here. Go ahead and click on it, wherever you actually end up finding it. And then once you actually open it up, we should be able to see all the different users that are in here. Now remember this, because here is going to be where you should be able to manage the users that already exist. For example, you added one year ago, a person, a designer, 1 month ago, let's say, and then they're pretty much done here. You can feel free to just go to this page and remove them, or remove the access that they have. Or the roles and stuff like that. So it's a very, very important page. And at the same time, you should be able to see how many people you can actually add, and also the obviously invite collaborators button, which is on the top right corner. So everything is going to be within this page. So let's say we want to invite somebody. You simply just click on invite collaborators, and then once you click on that, you should be able to add them by their email. So just go ahead and insert their email address. Now it says here that you can actually go ahead and add them in bulk, so you can add 3 or 4 people at the same time, which is fine, but at the same time I highly don't recommend it, because again, especially if they have different roles, in that case really just go ahead and take your time one by one, just go ahead and add them one by one, and this way you can focus further on which person gets what when it comes to roles and permissions. Now, let's say we just want to add somebody in here. So what I'm going to do is just get a temp mail real quick. So I just got me a disposable email, and I'm just going to paste it right in here. Once you paste in the email, you should be able to start adding the roles and permissions for them. Now, you shouldn't have any custom roles yet, so I'm just going to hide that. So for the general roles, you're going to find admin, website manager, website designer, back office manager, and content writer. So we said designer, so in this case you would want to pick designer. However, you would want to also read more about this role. So can edit the site, manage settings and apps, but cannot access inbox, contacts, and other sensitive information. So let's say you want to change that. You're not sure this is going to suit you exactly how you want it to be. You can do, by the way, you have plenty more roles here for CMS, billing, marketing, customer management roles, blog roles, things like that. There's plenty to choose from. But let's say each one of them doesn't really give you the most, proper permissions that you would want to give them. you can actually go ahead and start creating your own role, which is going to have exactly the permissions that you want. Now, this is going to be more advanced for people who are really, really want to give them exactly the same permit. You get the idea. You really want to just give them the permissions they need only, without anything extra. So in that case, you just want to click on create custom role at the bottom. If you click on that, you can just feel free to give it a title. So I'm just going to do test role 1 and give it a description. This description is pretty much just to remind you what this role is for. This way you can feel free to, just remind yourself what this is going to be about. Now, instead of roles, you should be able to find permissions, and this is going to be more of each individual thing that they can actually perform. So this is going to be for the editors. You can actually go and open this up. You can have them to edit the content. You can have them to edit the site, but maybe not publish the site. So things like that. And then you can just go ahead and go to the next one, site, dashboard, sites, CMS. Start giving them exactly the permissions you need them to have only. So it's going to be a very custom role that you create. So let's say we want them to be an editor and also a writer. So let's just scroll down and find the writer tab. I think it's going to be in blog. Yeah, on blog. So we can just click on blog and we can just do edit posts, publish posts, but not the rest of them. So that's pretty much, what you would want to add in other things like, logo maker. You have plenty of things here. So make sure you select exactly what you want them to add. Even you have for translation stuff, multilingual. So yeah, once you're happy with this, you can simply just click on save. And now you have your own custom role, which is going to be right over here within the custom roles tab. You can obviously definitely give them multiple different ones, but yeah, make sure you don't give admin to anybody unless you fully trust them, because this can actually allow them to pretty much do everything except delete the actual website. So they can actually delete all the content within it, but not the actual website itself. So don't give it to anybody actually. So let's say we want to give them the test role 1. We want to, select it and just click on send invite from the top right corner. And that's pretty much good to go. This is, it's not mandatory, but I highly recommend it, but I'm just going to skip it. So I'm just going to skip that. And now you can actually see that this person has been invited. And if we open up the temp mail here, we should also be able to find the actual email here, and people can join from the email. But I'm not going to do it. So let's say that they actually joined in. By the way, you can feel free to add more by doing the same steps. Again, just click on invite from the top right, give them the role, and just invite them. But let's say, we're done here. We invited them. They did their job. We're good to actually have them leave now. We can open up the same page, which is roles and permissions. Go to their name, click on the 3 dots right next to it. We have 2 different options here. Either change role, which is click on that and just take away the role that they have, or promote them even. Let's just give them admin for some reason. Click on save, and that's going to do it for them. So now they have their role taken or changed. Or you can just feel free to click on the 3 dots and remove them completely. So once you actually remove them, they have no access to the site whatsoever. They're pretty much gone. They don't have any access. So this is pretty much all I have to show you in this video. Hopefully you found it to be informative and helpful, and thanks for watching.